Yo, what's going on? Usually, Good Golly Psychology doesn't open up like this, but I gotta let y'all know this show is absolutely jaggered. I mean, what more do you really want from me? I did the best that I could in post production, but Phil Marshall burnt my fucking house down. So, fuck you for that. We're definitely at a crossroads right now, but we'll pick that up when we pick that up. But y'all still tune in, enjoy the show, find out which roster got points for their shows, WGP and or Foundation. Find out who's in the lead. Yeah, if y'all seen the last episode, then you know. But a lot of things transpired on this episode, so please enjoy the content. And you know how it goes down on the smart side. There's always a surprise or two, or maybe three, or maybe four if you include this one. Enjoy the show, y'all.
It's time to talk about the best of the Foundation. And of course, the best of
the WGP.
With the addition of a smart psychology podcast twist. 30-minute time limit. 2 matches of the night from last night. 1 from WGP, 1 from the Foundation. Along with the important show highlights. The owner of WGP and Foundation, Hollywood Haywood, teams up with the CEO and creator of Smart Psychology Podcast, The Prophecy, King Mac Miller, brings to you Good Golly Psychology.
Welcome to another episode of Good Golly Psychology, hosted by myself, Hollywood Haywood, the owner of WGP and the Foundation, and
me.
I did it wrong, didn't
You
I?
ever seen The Simpsons? No. You ever seen The Simpsons? And that one guy is like in the back of the town hall meeting, and like, or was that Mole Man? It was probably one of the two of them or both of them. But every time he just says me, me. But yeah,
I got you.
I'm here in my unburnt down penthouse that got burnt down somehow AIly. But we'll talk about that. Forget about all that bullshit and that nonsense for right now. Hollywood Haywood, Good Golly Psychology, episode 6, starting point review. We are here. Man, three extraordinary nights of promoing. Man, it was a delight to watch and see and be a part of. Also, I know it was a headache of making sure that everything became what it needed to be. But I would like to say that we did it. We did it. We did it.
We did it. We did it. It couldn't have been done without each and every one of the promo artists, stars, with every person in the back that helped out with the production. It was a big 3-day event. I don't think anybody walked away upset with the entertainment value that was received. We had some returns, some debuts, some surprises. We had our whole main event of the whole show got changed in live time.
Yeah.
The Hellfire Club said no to the Unfiltered. They said no, and they left me no choice. You can't send the people home without a main event. But Franklin, always ready, got the job done. But let's talk about why we're here. We got to give away some points. And to give away some points, Mac,
yeah,
we got to talk
first
about
of all,
let's
let's
have.
Yeah. So let me pull that up really quickly and remind everybody of those points and what took place, because if they were here for night 1, then they already saw what needed to be seen. as we started off with the ladder match. The ladder match, which definitely earned some points outside of Foundation already earning extra points for turning in all the promos first and on time. And as we see that Hector Flores went ahead and won those points. And then we had 3 more matches that didn't get points, but they'll, I believe,
but have the ability to earn them now.
Yeah. At least 2 more points are up for night 2. So as a matter of fact, night 1, we got the winner of the Destiny ladder match, Hector Flores. Very, very, very tough victory that he earned. But what happens with the briefcase now? Like what's going on? We got the 2 points. Thank you, Hector. But there's more to that. So go ahead and get into it.
Well, now the big thing about the briefcase is that now Hector can cash in that briefcase anytime he wants, whether it's in advance, letting us know, whether it's a surprise, anything, and he's automatically going to win 1 judge's vote, okay? So that briefcase almost cements that Hector Flores will become a champion, any champion. It could be in WGP, it could be in the Foundation, it could be the Blueprint Championship, it could be the Havoc Championship, WGP Championship, it could be the Tag Team Championships, It could even be after we crown a new prototype champion, because Gully Guns vacated the prototype championship. We will be announcing how we're going to crown a new champion soon, but he could cash it in for that. And I wanted to let everybody know, while we're on the subject of the prototype championship, at the next promo double feature, I will announce how we will crown a new prototype champion. So now, Mac, let's give away some points. Congratulations to Hector Flores.
Yes, indeed. Congratulations, hard-earned victory. As I'm stumbling over my words, like most of you promo artists out there, we got 3 more matches that did take place on that show that was up for winning some points for either brand, as El Guapo took a 2-1 slide over Johnny Blade. Also, there was the Army of One, and Jesus, I missed the Tiny P already. But not a bad match at all, as he took a 2-1 L to Mr. in America. And then we had the main event.
Very entertaining. Very entertaining. Briggy Thompson.
We had the main event, and Tonster with his hate tour went ahead and put a 2-1. It was a lot of 2-1 going on this night. But it changed very rapidly on the next few nights, and we're going to get to that. But Tonster puts down Briggy, ends his career, and sorry, Briggy, you don't get to have a match with me or anybody else that you was talking shit to in the locker room, because you lost that starting point.
And I can confirm Briggy. So Briggy is officially done. That was it. That was all. He will not be booked again. And I just want to say thank you, Briggy. Thank you, Briggy, for everything you've ever done for the Foundation or WGP. But we got to give away these points, man. And I got to talk to you about the match of the night. Do we want to do match of the night first or promo of the night first? What do you think, Matt?
I mean, maybe promo of the night and then match of the night. That might make a bit more sense in orderly form, you know.
Well, let's do the promo of the night. Promo of the night, this is going to go to the individual who I felt dropped the absolute best promo of night 1. And those 2 points are going to go to the Foundation and Tonster Damas for his promo against Briggy. So 2 more points to the Foundation. Great promo from Tonster. He starts the hate talk. He did exactly what you want to do in a match like this. He told a story, and it was a story based on facts. That's the big thing. This wasn't a concocted story. It was true. It could all be fact-checked, and he turned that story into the catalyst for his hate tour. And that kind of storytelling, along with verbal violence, will win you promo of the night more times than not. I mean,
And I mean, a lot of people have an issue with the way that Tonster promos, and that some people might say that all he does is yell, but he's actually one of the very few that has his promo or whatever, or music playing in the background, and it doesn't really distract you from anything, so he has to project a little bit more over top of it. And I don't know how he does it. It gets the editing done and makes the sounds not clash, but it's definitely interesting, and it's different. A lot of people like to complain
and
about,
he's all natural.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Mac. I've known Tonster a long time. There are no edits there 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
So how he does it is pure promo magic, but he earns 2 points for the foundation. And I got to tell you, Mac, we don't got to go very far to get to match of the night. Surprise, surprise. 2 more points to the foundation. Match of the night. I want to be clear, had Briggy won the match, the points would have went to WGP. Even though he's a floater, they would have went to WGP. Tonster earns those 2 more crucial points, winning both match of the night and promo of the night. Congratulations to the returning Tonster Damas.
Ooh, Jesus Christ, 17-4 is ridiculous. WGP, get your shit together.
They need help, and somebody better send it fast.
They need help fast. Their roster is going to be in shambles. They're not going to know who their GM is until they have no options here.
It's almost like, Mac, if they had like a new young talent. Maybe, just maybe. Maybe.
I mean,
do you know anybody?
I'm waiting to see if my emails go off or if my phone goes off, because let me not say waiting for it to go off, because it's always going off, but I'm waiting for one particular message that we may get at some point during this show, and maybe it could be an addition to one of these shows. Maybe it could be an answer to your question, perhaps.
Maybe.
You never know. But 17-4, Jesus Christ, this is ridiculous, WGP. You got, and I've actually learned to say the increments of the letters properly, and for what now? Because you guys, what a starting point, huh? What a starting point. It looks like the terrible end for you guys, but perhaps we'll get there. Let's move on to night 2.
Night 2 brought some incredible action, if I do say so myself, Mac. Let's throw up the matches to remind everybody. We had that incredible fatal 4-way for the Blueprint Championship open up the show. May I just say, there was to make an argument that they could have won that match, in my opinion.
Yeah. It was a very good opener. Probably the best. Well, yeah, probably the best opener of all the nights combined landed on night 2. So I'll say that much about it. But man, what a. Let me look at that again. Mad T came in 4th. Jesus Christ, Mad T, you let Dante turn in a better promo than you. Or, well, at least that's what the judges thought. Vagabond, Blueprint, historical champion, came in at number 2. Triple P pulling out the victory at number 1. Man, wee. And then we also had Lit Fuse.
And a lot of people are wondering.
Go ahead. A lot of people wondering what?
No, that was night 3, man.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right. Because he got.
That was night 3.
There was a match that was moved off of that said night or whatever. There was also a match that was supposed to happen on night 2 that didn't happen. I ended up having a founding. Well, no, it had you in there. Yeah, it had you in there. What were you doing?
It had me. Johnny Canada was supposed to take on thing. KTG, he gave me a phone call. He said, "Look, I know you got this feud in Elite with Johnny Canada." He said, "Haywood, you've already touted me the future of this business." He said, I could go out there and embarrass Canada. He said, or you could go out there and teach him another lesson. I said, you know what, KTG, take the night off. The future can wait. It's time for the present. And for those wondering, Johnny Cannon and I have been in almost a 8-month-long feud in Elite. And you know, sometimes being the owner of a company has its privileges. I took it upon myself to insert myself and remind Johnny Canada that he just always had to be ready to expect the unexpected, and we saw the entourage nod there. I mean, what can you do? So
I mean, Jesus Christ! I'll tell you what we can got to get that headband figured out, because boy, was it attempting to slide off, and maybe attack Johnny Canada.
Oh,
who,
buddy,
who
I
knows?
need to get my
But
wife to
yeah.
retighten that headband.
So, you know, outside of the Fatal 4-Way, we also had Mama Purge taking on the Righteous Soul Star, you know what I'm saying? And this started off a very sweepy type of starting point, as Mama Purge swept through the Righteous Soul Star. And then, you know, well, the most talked about match of all, a starting point perhaps, was myself versus Phil Marshall. And in a very surprising fashion to me, I also received a sweep, and very, very interesting with that indeed.
I'm gonna tell you, Mac, when he burnt down that house, he burnt down everything but the damn broom.
I mean, he burnt down everything but the foundation and the broom, I guess. But
I'm just messing with you, Mac. I'm just messing with you.
and then we had a main event that was also a sweep, as SNES took out Genesis, but that makes me wonder what's happening with his power. And then we also had a reveal and things of that nature of who Genesis was, and boy, that was interesting. But man, like, Jesus
By
Christ,
God,
you were right.
It was vain. Hellfire and brimstone. It was vain.
It was vain all along. It was vain all along. But you said it yourself. We got some points to give out, so let's get to the points, because again, night 2, fire night. Jesus Christ, I didn't even know what I was saying until I said it. Anyways,
it was a fire night, arguably. Many people say it might have been the best night. Here's the thing. So we're going to give away the promo of the night. And this is where I feel like it's a good time to explain to people once again, it takes 2 to have the match of the night. It only takes 1 to have the promo of the night, because I know that for night 1, we gave promo of the night, match of the night, same match. That's not going to happen here. That's not going to happen here, because the promo of the night is going to go to the WGP World Champion, SNES. I have been watching SNES for years. I have fought him. I have battled him. I have watched him. I can tell you, SNES, you're showing why you're WGP World Champion. He brought out the emotion. He told you a story. He gave you all of these things and made you feel. And at the end of the day, he made you forget how terrible Genesis's promo was. And I mean no offense by that, but we couldn't understand. You couldn't understand Genesis. That's a technical.
say that.
Okay. Right, but there could have been a match of the night potential there if we could have understood Genesis. We couldn't. We could understand SNES, and everything I understood, he did phenomenally. I stumbled in there at all. So
Good
SNES
job,
gets
SNES.
2 points for WGP promo of the night. But now we got to talk about the match of the night.
Do we have to?
Mac Milling, Phil Marshall, that lived up to the hype. It's not very often. As a matter of fact, this was Phil Marshall's first time here in the foundation, in WGP. He delivered. Mac Millie, you delivered. I know that the score reflects a sweep, but I'd say it was a lot closer than what that score reflects. And that's what makes a match of the night. 2 phenomenal promos, 2 phenomenal promo stars, both coming together, both delivering, both making for great entertainment. God, it was hard for SNES and Genesis to follow after that.
Yeah, sorry for killing your match, but I told everybody beforehand for weeks at a time once the match was announced and it was made. I said, whatever night if you better hope you don't end up on my night, because it's not going to win. It's just not going to win when you consider the individuals that's a part of that match. And then also on top of that, yes, the sweep is there, But when you read the judges' notes, it was tough for them to even make that sweep possible. And I'm still like, what was y'all listening to? Because I very well had at least 1 or 2 bars in there that completely wiped out his whole promo. But I don't know what they were listening to because I do a lot visually, so sometimes that distracts away from my verbiage. But I actually said in the match, if y'all don't pay attention to none of that and just listen to me, that was my victory. But it's okay. It's okay. I'll take the L. But that sweep is just, I ain't gonna lie. I was a little bothered by it. I was a little peeved. I was a little hurt because I'm just like, not one judge, not one. And it's supposed to be the greatest. Like I've gotten so many inboxes. I got inboxes from people that know they shouldn't be inboxing me about that match. They shouldn't be inboxing me alone at all for nothing. But I was just like, oh man, I didn't get one judge. That's crazy. That is crazy.
But hey, you won 2 points for the foundation, buddy. 2 points. But here's what I will tell you, Matt. You held your own with one of, if not the very best, which means to me that you are one of, if not the very best. So, in my opinion, nothing to be upset about here.
Phil Marshall.
Easier said than done, though, right?
Yeah, Phil Marshall. We're gonna good golly run that back, buddy. And we've already spoken to a very small degree. And yeah. If y'all thought that match was something, be ready for the rematch, or get ready for the rematch, or hype up the rematch, shall I say, if y'all want to see it happen again, because it's gonna be something special indeed that nothing can really level up to. But it's all good, Phil. It's all good. House insurance, buddy, and quick working people. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that over the course of a couple of days that we get everything back to regular. I guess it takes stature and money and things of that nature to make sure that everything is everything. But it's all good. It's all good, Phil. It's all good. Watch out, man. It's about to be real dangerous for you, man. Real dangerous. But Jesus Christ, 19 to 6.
So that puts the score.
They got 2 points, but then it just
19 to 6.
It almost made it no damn difference. Almost made no damn difference. Jesus Christ. All right.
Almost. But I think things could turn around when we get to night 3 just a little bit.
It could. And speaking of night 3,
just a little bit.
Let's
like I said,
look at a few of these things.
WGP needs help.
We had a few
Let's
matches
go over
on night 3 as one of them was Emerson. As the sweep continues, Gene Emerson clean sweeping Sanders, and that was earned. That was earned. We had another clean sweep. Shout outs to that other
this
guy.
Was
that
your opener.
matched.
This was the opener right here.
Yeah, the opener. Shout out.
And I want to point out to the viewers, Mac, this match was thrown together very last minute due to some people dropping out. So kudos to all 3 people involved in this match for getting something together in just a few days.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, shout outs to my bloodline Lit Fuse for retracting the sweep of which I got swept under using probably the same broom, asshole. And then my little brother comes in and uses the same damn broom and gets rid of Allison, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what is happening here?
Yeah, there was a lot of brooming. There was a lot of brooming going on, a lot of sweeping from the smart.
A lot of sweeping, and I'm like, all right, you guys are taking care of that. But then, we had other matches that took place on that night that weren't a sweep, and I'm like, okay, as the Court of Blood was victorious in the Blind Date tournament, and we'll get to that.
Which earns them 2 points for WGP.
Earns them 2 points, so I'll go ahead and put that in 6.
Yeah, can I talk about this match real quick?
8.
I want to compliment both teams here. So the Blind Date tournament, 9 times out of 10, they've never worked together before, and I saw this last year. Normally, by the time you get to the finals, the 2 teams that are there were one already pretty good to begin with, but they then craft and mold and really figure out how to work together. And Evil Inc. kind of had that the whole way throughout. They're dropping heights.
The whole way
making us
through.
Dude, I'm telling you, Evil Inc. saw this match. They made me want to watch it. It was, as far as I was concerned, it was like the third most must-watch match on Starting Point because of Evil Inc.
Yeah.
Kudos to you.
They got to stay
That
a
is how
team.
you tell a story in hype. Huh?
I'm very surprised. I said
What
they
was
got to
that,
stay a team, and I said they got to stay a team,
Right.
and I'm very surprised that Jesus Christ that they didn't win, because from their first match they automatically spit me and was just like, yeah, this is the team to beat now.
And they were. And this is what I'm going to tell you. The Court of Blood, I want to give kudos to Master Sean Puff. I want to give kudos to Cruella. You didn't get the same hype train out of them that you got out of Evil Inc. But what you did get was each week they got better. And by the time they got to the finals, they had figured out how to look like they had been teaming for years. There was quick tags.
Yep.
Their cadence matched the music. I mean, I could go on and on about how impressed I was with the final performance in that tournament from the Court of Blood. If you go and look at their first promo and look at their third, it's obvious how much they improved just throughout this tournament. But improving doesn't win you the match. Their teamwork, their editing, their every other aspect is what won them their match. My advice to Evil Inc., because I do, like you, want them to stick together. Your editing actually killed you in that match. You're going back and forth. Kevin's got music. Doof didn't. And they were hard back and forth. It didn't seem seamless. I want to see good, quick tags. And I think had you done that, your comedy would have gotten you over. But
Yeah,
that's where we're at.
Yeah.
So what else do
And
we have, Max? Sorry, I got sidetracked.
I'll say, oh no, you're all right. I'll say this: people may not know, but they need to start believing in the prophecy, because the prophecy had his hands all over Starting Point on all 3 nights in different aspects and different matches. And I just want to give a shout out to the Court of Blood for sure, for first of all watching this show, and then taking all the notes that we gave, you and I both together, and then the private notes that I gave them individually as well. I saw that come together in this promo as it transpired, and I was just like, all right, for sure. Like, yeah, great. The power of promo is spreading. So everybody's catching the plague, and that's what I like to see, especially Crew giving me one tag with no filter, and she had the actual makeup giving me like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Even Smiley was telling me like, hey, Crew's out there being different. She listening, and I'm like, yeah, she is. I need you to start listening though. But that's another thing. It is what it is. But man, so the Court of Blood earns 2 points for WGP. But let's get to the promos and the match of the night for night 3, and see if WGP can get a few more points out of this.
Well, they're going to, because the promo of the night is going to go to Lit Fuse. Lit Fuse came in, like I've already told y'all, with about 2 days notice. As a matter of fact, he was originally supposed to take on Berserko. He had filmed that promo. It was done. Berserko had to pull out for reasons beyond his control. In 2 days, Lit Fuse drops this masterpiece on my desk. We air it on Starting Point. He gets a sweeping victory. One hell of a promo. Lit Fuse might not be the world champion of WGP, but I think he is the very heart and soul of WGP right now. Promo of the night.
So
hands down.
That gets them back in there to a degree, as the score is now 19.
They've hit the double digits, Matt. Take a drink. They've hit the double digits. Take a drink for
it's
WGP.
Crazy. It's crazy that there's always a bottle of something somewhere close.
Because they have hit the double digits. And I wish, Mac, that I could continue their ascent into their rise into the double digits.
Well.
But unfortunately, we got to give away the match of the night, and it wasn't WGP that secured it, although I will say WGP helped play a net with the match. Master Sean Puff being a part of this new club that took out the Unfiltered and then asserted AT into the main event of Starting Point. Match of the night, though. Man, dare I say it might be better than the match we had booked.
Yeah, maybe. I'll go for that. I will go
Match
for
of the night.
Arguably,
Yeah, it might have
maybe
ended up better.
might have ended up better, but arguably, I would say that it could have been match of starting point. Is arguably up there with me and Phil Marshall. To be honest,
I think you, Phil Marshall, then Tomster Briggy, and then if I had to do like a top 5, it would then be the blueprint match, the ladder match, or the tag match. Like that. Like to me, those were the big ones. Like the really ones that they just blew my mind.
Yeah.
So
because I was absolutely waiting to see if there was a match that was going to be talked about as much as me and Phil, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, nobody's leveling up well enough. And then this match took place, and I'm like, okay, all right, yeah. Let's talk.
Yeah,
and two men that's actually been in the same circle of as Phil Marshall, and one of them was supposed to go against him and didn't make it, and then the other one did, and then he took the same loss, but probably worse than I did. But yeah, what a match. Talk about it.
yeah, so Franklin, he's expecting the unfiltered. He gets AT, and it didn't faze him. I mean, every time I think Franklin is becoming this guy who is just comfortable, he gets a little uncomfortable, and he evolves. He gets a little bit better. I'm not taking anything away from AT. That's one of the best promos of the whole show. But when you come in and you blindside somebody and you take somebody out, you've got to nail it. You've got to really nail it. And I felt like AT delivered excellent, but I felt like he kind of thought he had it in the bag.
Yeah. So he kind of
because of the surprise
a little
factor.
bit.
Just a little bit. And look,
just a little bit.
Taking
And
off
it was
just
strong.
a little bit is better than 90% of people.
Yeah, it was strong. It was definitely strong.
It was a strong match. Man, it got my blood boiling. It was something. And Mac, I mean the Phil Marshall Mac Millie match, the Prophecy, those are two great matches that will go down in history. That's all I'll say.
And I would like to say this. Franklin Benjamin, a man that I've definitely given some help to more than once, and a lot of different things to help him sharpen up his character. He keeps figuring out shit, and I don't know how, or he keeps making people feel a certain way. Shout outs to Franklin Benjamin. He is the world champion now, the longest reigning world champion that the foundation has ever seen. Oh man, how did you feel about that, Haywood?
But the second longest reigning foundation world champion just returned. Right at the right time. We saw that at the end of the show.
Yeah.
We saw
that made me mad too.
So
that made me mad too. A lot of things made me mad on this show.
I'm going to do something that I told myself I was going to do. There was a lot, we normally give away moment of the night for the promo double feature.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
There was a lot of big moments at Starting Point. It's hard to pick one, but when you look at the overall surprises, debuts, returns, let me tell you who nailed it. Let's give WGP 2 points for having the moments of Starting Point.
So, let me go ahead.
And right now, my partner Mac Millie is going nuts because I even kept this a secret from good golly him.
Jesus Christ. Moments of the night, WGP. So how many points does that get them? Like 1, a half a point? Is 2? Is it 0?
2 points for providing the best moments. I don't know, Mac. I'm feeling generous, man. And I was really impressed that Hunter Matthews signed back Bronx Bomber, got Don Krypton back. all these things. They deserve points for that.
Points. He needed to get on the fucking ball and figure it out, damn it, because they were and still getting their ass smacked.
They are, but you're never going to see me try to give Hunter Matthews credit for anything, but I'm going to give him credit for this. He put together some incredible moments on the WGP side. So that is worth 2 points where I come from. And that is where we're at, 21-12. A 9-point difference. About
y'all got a couple of months.
Because
y'all got a couple of months to figure it out.
At the main event of Guts and Glory. After that, we will have a brand new season. Yeah. And there's a lot of things coming, guys. So
speaking of starting points, Haywood, usually on this show, you get interrupted like it's nobody's business. But I said, you know what? I'm going to stand guard at the door, and I'm going to make sure that things operate how they need to. And thank God you have not been interrupted on this show. But we spoke about it a little bit earlier, and I did get a little something special that I formulated and put together and whatnot and everything, and made sure that it could happen, and we could have potentially, let me say, seen this person on starting point. But it's great that starting point happened, and now things are starting to point in a different direction for certain people and whatnot. And I would like to say that I bring to you upstart, somebody that's got the plague, the power of promo, and he will probably be the youngest member of your roster, of either roster. I don't know who the youngest person has ever been, but we got some lightning coming in, and I would just like to show you just a little bit, if you're all right with who's coming in.
Absolutely. Let's see what we have.
Well, the moment that you have all been waiting for has finally arrived, because whether you're a part of the WGP or the Foundation, it doesn't matter, because the Ageless Assassin is here, and I don't play, because I am Drake. And maybe you've caught a little snippets of me at Nox Pro during that promo contest on Elimination Chamber weekend. Or maybe you've heard me in the Sirius XM airways of Pro Wrestling Nation on Busted Open or Off the Ropes. Or maybe you've seen me grinding in the ring at the Santino Bros Dojo, getting ready to one day be on the big stage under the bright lights of WrestleMania in that ring. But right now, here tonight, I am on this microphone ready to win some matches on the stick here, baby, because I am calling out a warning shot to anybody that wants some smoke, because soon enough, and I am talking real soon, I will have some gold around my waist, on my shoulder. I'm gonna have so much gold, I can't even fit it anywhere else. I'm gonna have to get a Paul Heyman to hold my titles. But either way, the Ageless Assassin has arrived. The young franchise is here. And the Phenom of the future is ready to win.
The Ageless Assassin, the Phenom of the future.
Yeah.
How old is that kid?
Yeah.
He's ageless.
I'm gonna hold off on his age, because I want him to keep his ageless assassin all the way together. But as you can see, that's waking me up more than that shot of tequila that I just had. Because
let me tell you something. That was impressive. That I'm telling you, he put all y'all on notice. All y'all. Every single one of you. Doesn't matter if it's WPP, doesn't matter if it's Foundation. That man might not only be the future of the promo business, but he might very well be the good golly future of the damn wrestling business.
Hey, I'll put it like this. Drake McKenzie, the phenom of the future, the young franchise, the ageless assassin has definitely experienced the plague. He's definitely got the power of promo, as I did go against him in a promo battle at Knox Pro. Shout out to Knox Pro Wrestling. If you know, you know, Bloodline adjacent. But we went 1-on-1. There was a promo off that was happening at Elimination Chamber watch along. As Knox Pro, they definitely have the pay-per-view watch along, but they also have matches in between the matches and whatnot, before the show, after the show. And also they had this promo competition that I was like, yeah, I'm definitely signing up for it. But only me and the ageless assassin signed up, and I was like, well, I know how this is going to go, so let me just go out here and see how great we could make this. And we definitely had a great 1 minute promo battle, but the kid showed why he belongs to be here and why he's going to disrupt a lot of you guys' plans, regardless on what show he's on. Yeah, I mean, maybe he could be like a Bricky and go back and forth. You know, he just showed you that he's worth it. You know what I'm saying? And you have me to thank for that. But this kid is he's phenomenal, as he said, the phenom of the future. He's actually trained to be a pro wrestler, as well, as you heard him mention nothing but facts in that promo right there.
Right.
I want you to believe all of that, ladies and gentlemen, because that kid is not telling a lie. Something
Now
like this.
he's not, and I'm gonna tell you something. If anybody can't watch that and tell that kid's got something that you either have or you don't have.
Yeah.
That kid, he knows how to talk. He knows how to talk with confidence.
Yeah.
He has confidence.
Yeah.
And confidence is a big thing. That is what a lot of people lack. If
Yeah.
you have confidence, I now can believe you. If I can believe you, I can now see you. And if I can see you, then you can be a champion. And that kid has it. So, Mac, this has been one. I'm giddy. I can walk off into the sunset seeing that. I'm just letting you know.
Hey, I'll go ahead and put my claim in right now, since I brought the kid here and everything. I will gladly hold his championships. I have no problem doing that. I will be his Paul Heyman. I mean, because we've already shown, if you did catch that Elimination Chamber watch along on Smart Psychology Podcast, which you should already be tapped in and you should have already seen, that me and him, we could be a dream team if need be. But again, the prophecy has got his fingers in everything. The biggest spider in promo. I'm webbing it up, ladies and gentlemen. So not only will you see the phenom of the future, the young franchise, the ageless assassin Drake McKenzie coming to the atmosphere, but keep your eyes open and keep sharpening your tools, because you'll never know. Maybe one of your favorite wrestlers could pop into the foundation in WGP and promo against you, or be watching you as you do your thing. So I want to encourage everybody continuously, as I have been, to continue growing, continue getting better, continue sharpening your gift and your skill, because when smart psychology is involved, you never know who's watching. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to please do that. But
Absolutely.
speaking of smart psychology, I just want to say really quickly, also with the shout outs to Knox Pro Wrestling, shout outs to Compton Mania as well. I'm so enamored and honored, and I'm surprised because I haven't cried. I haven't cried at all. But we received something very special from the city of Watts, somewhere where I grew up for a few years, and definitely had some of my ingredients poured into from the city council. I mean, I wish I could grab it and go show it, but it's a little bit too far for what it is that we got to do. But tune in to Smart Psychology, because we got our 300th episode coming up on Sunday. So make sure you tap in, because we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun, and we're celebrating. And you already know what goes down when we're celebrating. You just want to be a part of it. You want to be a part of it. But man, starting point may not have started out or got to the point of which I needed it to happen. And if you go back in good golly history, when we were starting to talk about starting point, what did I say it was doing starting point and starting to burn to a point? And I had to CM Punk,
Yeah, something like
like,
that.
gee, thanks, Phil.
Yeah, we both wore our CM Punk shirts.
Yeah, thanks, Phil.
Thanks, Phil.
Thanks, Phil. Thanks for burning my starting point and my house and everything. It is not over, my friend. It is not over. Phil Marshall, he's a cool dude. He's a cool dude. He's a cool guy, and I can't wait to create some more magic with him, and it's definitely going to happen. I don't know what's in store for me in the foundation, and to be honest, I'm kind of on a losing streak of sorts in multiple different places, as I just lose by just a quick eye blink or a breath or whatever it is. Jesus Christ! But y'all better best believe it's all going to formulate into a greater plan and a greater thing. And if y'all ain't scared of me now, you better fucking be terrified, because I got people in all the promo verse and all the E-Fed mentioning my name like it's a rub of some sorts. But you ain't gonna never see or feel or touch my hand unless I say so. So, Haywood, man, thank you. Thank you. Just for good golly and being here with me and allowing me to be the prophecy and do the things of which that I need to do with no negative energy. I can
No
definitely
negative
say
energy.
that. Yeah, none
And thank you
whatsoever.
for all your help with Starting Point as well, Mac. And I want to give a special shout out right now to all the judges that helped judge Starting Point. A lot of times they don't get.
We
any
need
credit.
to talk, judges. We need to talk, judges.
It's a thankless job. They don't get any credit. They don't ever ask for anything. They don't anything like that. They don't complain. I want to give a lot of credit to the judges. I want to give a lot of thanks to you for all your help with the build up to Starting Point, with all the help you're doing with the guys behind the scenes. I've seen a big improvement. Numbers have seen improvement. I want to give another special thanks to Grace Madison, who helped create a chart to help me keep track of everybody's promos, so that we could do the competition with the points for who got their promos in first. And last but not least, without Justin Abercrombie, the show wouldn't have even gotten YouTube. So
yes,
I think it is important to thank all of these people that have helped.
And I mean, also a quick shout out to Lamar Wallace, somebody else that just beat me over in another place as well to keep.
Oh yeah, special guest host. He came in, hosted the main event. How can we forget that?
Yeah.
That's a WGP
and
Hall of Famer right there. Old partner of mine. Look up the Mega Powers if you don't believe it.
It fucking sucked.
Mac, we got to get out of here, buddy.
I'll take it, because I'm starting to get into my feelings again, because after seeing my sweep to Phil Marshall, this man comes in.
You are.
This man comes in, and I'm like, he just beat me too. Anyways, Haywood, it's been a great show. Everybody that's watching, thank you for tuning in. Shout out to y'all.
It's
subscribe to all the channels. Subscribe to all the channels. It's been an honor.
Absolutely.
I'm happy that you weren't interrupted. But they always say that the show is never over until the show is over. So hopefully there's nothing that transpires and happens.
Well,
and yeah, I'll just say that. I'll just say that and leave it.
You know, Mac, I'm glad I got through the show without getting good golly interrupted again.
Oh yeah. You're welcome. I don't know if I can keep that up. But good job. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, episode 6 has happened. Stay tuned for everything that's coming about on the Facebook pages and maybe through a backstage exclusive right here on Good Golly Psychology. Again, subscribe to all the channels that you see in the description. Give a like to this. Put a comment in there as you're watching. Thank you for the comments, because I know y'all watching. But until next time, we got some other business to handle, right, Haywood?
That's right.
So, Doof, did you find anything out?
All right. I have compiled the data from both of your encounters with Genesis, and I've got nothing.
So we waited weeks for your blind date commitment to be finished for you to come up with nothing?
Hey, I'm a doctor of impossible and absurd sciences. I'm not exactly a miracle worker.
SNES. Dude, the only option that we have now is for you to track down the mask, analyze it. Only that will help us figure this out.
So what? Do we just walk up to the loony bin and say, hey, can we have that mask you stole from me?
Actually, relax. I come in peace, and I'm willing to discuss my findings with you. Meet me at the intermission of the Promoverse double feature. I have some stuff to discuss with you. It'll all make sense soon enough.
I've heard all the questions, all the whispers in the dark. Who's really behind the Hellfire Club? And you know what? Y'all have been staring at the fire, but never stopped to ask who lit the match. And it was me. Every move, every alliance, every moment that led to this was by my design. While y'all was busy trying to keep up, I was already 10 steps ahead, pulling strings you didn't even know existed. You think this shit just happened? Nah, I built this brick by brick. I handpicked the master because precision matters. I chose AT because pressure creates diamonds and he thrives in it. And the Vagabond, I brought chaos into the fold because sometimes you don't control the storm, you gotta become it. Different styles, same hunger. Different paths, same destination. And that destination, total dominion. See, the rest of y'all form groups for protection, for relevance, for survival. But I built mine for one reason and one reason only. And that's to take everything across both brands. Every corner of this space, every spotlight you think belongs to you, it's already ours. Y'all just haven't realized it yet. While your little factions are busy arguing over scraps, while you're playing checkers in locker rooms full of ego and excuses, we're playing chess with the entire board on fire. And here's the part you're really not gonna like. This isn't just a faction. This is a takeover. There's a reason I planted seeds on both sides. A reason I spread hellfire where you thought there was peace. Because by the time y'all wake up, it won't be your world anymore. It'll be ours. And you won't be leaders. You won't be threats. You won't even be competition. You'll just be living in it. So to every group, every loudmouth, every name that thinks they run something, let me make something crystal clear. You don't run WGP or the Foundation. We do. And no matter how loud you get, no matter how many of you stand together, no matter how hard you try to fight it, you can't stop something that was planned before you even knew there was a game to play. I'm not reacting anymore. I'm not responding anymore. I'm executing. And the consequences? Yeah, they're not warnings anymore. They're inevitable. So go ahead, form your alliances, cut your promos, make your little statements. Just understand this. Every move you make, every step you take, you're just walking deeper into a world that already belongs to us. Welcome to the Hellfire Verse.